Yeah, man, another morning at the beautiful island, sweet, sweet Jamaica. I'm here waiting on my brother to pick me up. My voice is a little bit worse. Um, a lot been going on in this difficult time. I'm celebrating my mom's life. You know, out here, enjoying the good oxygen, the sea behind me, beautiful island breeze, fill the lungs, just looking at the creation around me, man. Everything is wonderfully made, like he said. Everything is wonderfully made. The birds chirping in the background, the cars, buses, whistling by. It's a good look. It's a good look. The Most High is great. And on this, Sabbath day, Shabbat Shalom to all my friends and family. Yeah, man, this is the day that the Most High has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. No matter what it is that we are going through, just never forget that once you got life, you got hope. And just never give up, and dig deep. Sometimes you gotta dig deep to find that encouragement, to find that reassurance that everything's gonna be okay. I'm not telling you I have all the answers to the questions, but I do know this though. I know who does, and the Most High does. That's why He's the Most High. There's no higher than the Most High, and regardless of what you're going through. In my case, the loss of my dear, mom, and I said lost. I know that's the wrong terminology because, she's not lost, she always uses this word, or this line, God now make nothing happen to me, and when you think about it, she's basically telling us that, hey, whether this life or that life, I know who I serve, and I know who is in control. And, that's one way to look at it. And that's the way I'm going to start looking at it, is that she know where she was going. We don't know what she was going through. We don't know, what negotiation, she may have been negotiating with the Most High as well, on the behalf of her kids. We don't know that. I don't know that. I can assume, I hope, because, on top of, losing her, there's some stuff going on, with me personally that, sometimes I stop and I think, those 3 weeks that she was struggling and going through what she was going through, what was that like between she and the Most High? Was she there? Talking to Him on her behalf and my behalf as well, and all my other siblings' behalf. I don't know, but I do know that she lived a peaceable and wonderful life, full of grace, full of mercy. She's always willing to forgive. She always encourages us, to give grace. No matter what the situation is, no matter what someone may have done or is doing to her or any one of her loved ones, she always tells us, make it turn, man, make it turn, done with it. With what that means is, leave it alone. Don't let it worry you. and just move on, you know. So make it 10, done with it. That used to always be her thing, you know. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in what the situation is. Isn't the scenery behind us beautiful? Look how blue that sky is. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. But yeah, man, she's always just looking for the good in people, even when they do her wrong. You know, she's quick to go back and say, you know, let's move on. And you know, I'm happy for that because, you know, looking at my life as well, I see myself do a lot of things similar to what she does. Not like her. I mean, she don't get it twisted, guys. I will forgive, but I will tell you this: I don't forget, and that's biblical. The Bible tells me to forgive, so I'll forgive, but I don't forget. I know some of you are gonna come after me and say, "Hey, but if you forgive, you're supposed to forget." No, you don't. You know, if I gave you, it doesn't mean I'm gonna forget what you did. All right. So, but my mom, man, you know, looking at her example, you know, it seems like when she says she forgives somebody, it seems like she just turn the page and, you know, and forget about it and move on. You know, and she always trying to tell us, you know, hey, you know, let it go. You know, done with it. You know. Yeah, man, I love the line there. Let it go. Done with it. I'm gonna start using it in honor of my mom because her legacy is gonna live on. You know, whether it be through me, my grandkids, through the great grandkids, through the great great grandkids. You know, her legacy gonna live on, man. You know, she touched a lot of people's life. You know, in the small community. You know, not just there. You know, other places. You know that she's traveled. You know, interacting with people. You know, people just gravitate to her. People just love on her. You know, and yeah. So again, all the rumbling I've been doing on this clip, the bottom line is, man, um, don't give up. Don't you ever give up because once you got life, right? Once you got life, you know, you got hope, and there's the opportunity, you know, for many more things. And you know, you don't know what the Most High have in store for you. You know, you just gotta fight through your storm, man, and get through it, and see what the Most High have in the back end for you.